Hello once again, ladies and gents. It's Tom here from the West Ham Faithful YouTube channel. Thank you for watching my last video. I'm quite overwhelmed with the amount of views that it got. Thanks for everyone who watched, liked and comment. I really appreciate it. It gives me the motivation to sit down and actually go through the preparation of making some of these videos, because it's not quite as easy as just sitting in front of a camera and waffling, because you bore people. You've got to come up with a bit of a system. You've got to come up with an idea with what you're going to say. But I really appreciate everyone who sat there and watched my last video, and keep it coming. If you like the content that you've seen from me so far, please click the like button. It does help spread the video and help other Hammers fans like yourself who like the content that I bring acknowledge my channel. Also, if you could hit the subscribe button, that helps me massively personally, and give me your opinions below. Today we're going to be, it's an every other daily show. I gave you one a couple of days ago, and here I am with another one. I'll probably try and hit up one more before the World Cup starts. But yeah, so I've titled this video Moyes out, but who's next? Is it going to be Poch? Is it going to be Tuchel? Is it going to? I've even heard Van Nistelrooy's name be thrown into the mix, but not as much as so we've been interested. But people making good points and giving good suggestions to other managers that are out there that would be feasible for West Ham to go and try and get. For example, Van Nistelrooy, his buyout clause for his contract to pay PSV wouldn't be stupid amounts of money to get a young, hungry, talented, or what more do you want from a manager? Anyway, both Thomas Tuchel and Pochettino have been approached by the club. Apparently, there's conflicting reports on this, and no one's quite sure. I mean, a lot of people give what ex-West Ham employee says as gospel. I'm not saying that he doesn't know his stuff, but there's people have conflicting opinions on him themselves. So it depends on who you want to believe. But really and truly, there's been no real main updates on Mauricio Pochettino since he apparently knocked us back. But apparently, as far as Thomas Tuchel is concerned, we have belief in the board that he could do with some persuading. Now, everyone knows he's waiting for Gareth Southgate to either hang up his England jacket or whatever the fuck it is and leave the England position so Thomas Tuchel can be in the main contention for it. As far as that's concerned, I'm not sure whether this will be Gareth Southgate or the end of Gareth Southgate, even if he wins it. Now, if he wins it, obviously, what else can you do? What else can you do as an England manager? Well, I'll tell you what you can do is you can take that World Cup winning side and you can follow it up with a Euro winning side 4 years later down the line. Or is it? I'm not even sure whether it's going to be 4 years. Isn't it 3 years since this World Cup or something? Because we've done it in the winter. I'm not. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not 100% sure. But the board feel like Tuchel can be persuaded. Now, you got to put your money where your mouth is. You know what I mean? Obviously, Tuchel will be on probably double the amount of money than what Moyes is on now. But one way you got to look at it, look how much money David Moyes has spent this summer for buying players that he's depleting. He's making the club deplete in value. The players are star players. The only player who hasn't gone down in value is Declan Rice, and that's, well, because he's Declan Rice. But as far as I'm concerned, I would rather spend, because the manager's wage packet is fuck all in terms of football. Moyes probably still gets about 5 million a year or something like that. Tuchel will probably want about 12 or something like that. But the calibre of manager that you will get give you less risk when you're buying these expensive players. Now, my personal, who I would want to come in is Roberto Mancini. 100%. We want to get a tune out of Gianluca Scamacca. Well, then you go and get an Italian manager who knows how to win, just like Tuchel. Not so much Poch, but Poch has that thing about him where he's known for bringing through young, talented players and making them worth money. He did it with Dele Alli. He did it with Harry Kane. He did it with Danny Rose. He did it with that Tottenham team that Poch had. He made with next to nothing. And now look at them. Like, as much as I hate Tottenham, they're a well-run club. As much as they don't like their manager, their owner as well. Mate, he bought you a new stadium. He's pumping money into the club left, right and centre. I mean, it's not hard when your club's got £1 billion worth of debt or something, but he's made it work. And they're doing all right. But similarly to Tuchel's a very... I won't say he's exactly the same, but he's pretty much similar to Conte in the sense of he will tweak his team not to make sure he don't lose. Now, I got this from Nick Killington. I'll give credit to him from Claret and Booze. But I got the impression that David Moyes tends to set up to just not lose. Whereas Tuchel and Conte will set up maybe not in the most expansive football terms, or neither of them go out to play the most attacking, flair, pretty football. They're going out to get a result. Now, I don't like Conte's football. I think it's fucking horrendous, but they're getting results. And who can I cut? How can I cuss a manager when I can't say David Moyes is playing better football, because his football's fucking dreadful at the moment as well. It's absolutely horrendous. This is the reason why we're having this conversation right now. Like, if Moyes continued his work that he started in the past 2 years, he don't know how to deal with these high-class players. That's why we need a high-class manager. It's as simple as that. I feel like Gordon Ramsay. We need high class, mate. Fucking high class. Anyway, Mancini is my preferred choice. I liked his football at City. He knows the Premier League. He's obviously a highly regarded manager. But yeah, he would be my preferred choice. I've probably said that about 5 times now. But I won't dismiss Tuchel or Poch. Now I'm going to move on to one that was more... It's not a rumour, but someone suggested it in one of Claret and Booze's videos. Van Nistelrooy. Now, look what he's done for PSV. I know it's only the Dutch league, but it's his home country, and it's where he's earning his badges in retrospect. He's doing well. He's a very technically gifted manager. He's not technically inept like Moyes, and he's young. But there's always that risk of getting that young manager. Do you know what I mean? But I wouldn't turn my nose up having an idea like that, because it's out of the box. It's something no one would expect, and no one knows how he manages, really, do they? But we know how this is all going to end. That's my notes done. We know how it's all going to end. We're going to be linked to Pochettino. We're going to be linked to Thomas Tuchel. We're going to be linked to Mancini. We'll be linked to the fucking... the best manager in the world. But we're going to end up with Sean Dyche or Mark Warburton, even worse. And I'm not a negative person. I'm a quite happy-go-lucky person, but it's so stressful being a West Ham fan when we don't play well, because we're a sensitive bunch, we are, and we don't like to watch shit. We don't like to sit there wasting our time, spending our money. I mean, it's bad enough that we're in a stadium that charges a tenner for a burger and £7 for a fucking pint, let alone have to go there and just watch dismal shit. But yeah, hopefully, I don't know. I ain't got no hope no more. I'm done. I've said it here first. We'll end up. Do you know what? Not even knocking Sean Dyche. I would much rather Sean Dyche than Mark Warburton. But let's see what happens. I ain't got much hope. But let's see. Let's see. Anyway, catch me in a couple of days for another video. Please like and subscribe to the channel and share it about. Click that arrow button, you know, it's at the bottom. If you see it on Facebook, just click that arrow button. If you're a West Ham fan, go on, do it for us. Do it. Help out the West Ham faithful. I was going to say the traditional Irons. I did have a little YouTube channel where I was trying to do what I'm doing now, but I was a lot younger and I was a lot. I'll go every 2 seconds. It's horrible content. But anyway, please subscribe to the West Ham Faithful YouTube channel, and until next time, come on you Irons. Have some of that.